Welcome back to every naval battle in history. Last episode, we covered the Battle of Chios, in which the plucky Rhodians, with some help from the Kingdom of Pergamon and the Ptolemaic Egyptians, overcame the massed forces of the rest of the Hellenic world in a sea battle in which two kings disgraced themselves. And then, with the kings safely packed off home, we are told that at Lade, a place that was an island off the coast of Miletus but is now part of the mainland due to the deposition of silt from the Maeander River, a Macedonian force caught the Rhodians by surprise and had a great victory. And that's all we know. Frankly, I'm a little sceptical, as the Rhodians had shown themselves to be vastly superior fighting sailors at Chios, but it was a narrative that suited both sides. Macedon saved face after the humiliation at Chios, and Rhodes went running to the Roman Senate, warning that all of the Turkish shore in the Aegean was about to be taken over by the Macedonians. Having only just concluded the Second Punic War, in which a huge swathe of Roman men had been butchered by Hannibal, the Roman appetite for a new war was not high. But Philip V of Macedon had an amazing capacity for being a complete bastard to other Greeks, and that worked its magic. Between his starvation sieges, the looting of holy places, and the mass suicides of populations in defeated cities, the Greek world was turning sharply against him. And between the genuine horror at his monstrosities and their own capacity to seize an opportunity that presented itself, the Romans were finally coaxed into action, leading eventually to the Second Macedonian War. When trying to understand how the Romans came to take over the much larger and richer Greek world, it's important to remember that the Greeks were thoroughly fed up with the murderous Macedonian warlords who had been running the show. Siding with the Romans just kept delivering better outcomes to their allies. The Kingdom of Pergamon, for example, would eventually be signed over to Rome in the will of Attalus III and become the Roman province of Asia. In many ways, that province would eventually take over the empire, with the relative poverty of Western Europe abandoned in stages for the Greek-speaking empire based out of Constantinople that endured to 1453. Strap in, folks, we've got lots more to cover as we take on every naval battle in history. Smash those like and subscribe buttons, ring that bell, you don't want to get left behind.